I'm very pleased with our performance today. I know it wasn't perfect, and obviously that's what you strive to be, but we're not. Against a team that was 4-1, a team that we have a lot of respect for, very good athletes that obviously saw us make some plays today. Excellent. Probably the phase I'm most pleased with is the return yards were minimal, and that was something that darn kickoff team that they're my guys, man. I'm going to maybe put them in first class on the way home tonight. That's how much respect I got for those guys. I just love who they are. I love their demeanor. I love when you answer challenges. And then our punter kind of turned the momentum of the game, too, when he knocked one. I think they scored anyway, but we just changed field position. So I was very impressed with our coverage units. The other thing we worked on real hard is noon kickoff on the road. Put them to bed last night, 9 o'clock, and challenged them all week about the early start, and our coaches did a nice job getting their units ready to go. So answer your question.
Front row, Todd. Herbert, you said earlier in the week you wanted to see this offense do what it's done the last 2 weeks against a better defense. And you're not a guy who's easily impressed. Are you impressed by what you guys did today?
I have to watch the videotape. I mean, I felt like, it's the thing I'm impressed with is we're starting to get, ever since the Virginia Tech game, we're getting that bare zero coverage. And, you're seeing receivers and quarterbacks start to get kind of excited when they see that, as opposed to the other. And same with the coaching staff. You see it, they're like, great to do it. And you see us take a shot at some more aggressive calls in those situations. So that's a sign that, first of all, our run game's pretty solid if you play base defense. Our offense line's growing up. But their zero takes away the run game. It forces you, there are 9 guys at the line of scrimmage that force you to make some shots. And we hit one at Devin Smith and some other ones. And we hit some speed options, too. So we've worked real hard on it because we know it's coming.
Bill.
To jump on them 14-0 right away, knowing the atmosphere was going to be a sold-out crowd and all, how important was that start?
Oh, it's critical, and that's why I knew that coming. It's not just Maryland, it's anytime you go on the road. I've never been to this stadium, very nice stadium, and the students are right on you in the closed down. So it kind of worked out that we started on the other end. Just get some momentum going. Because, I've had teams that I've been a part of them where I'm doing kickoffs, so it looks like it's, the dullard look, the bad luck when you're coming out of the locker room, and that wasn't the case. I could tell when they woke up this morning.
Tim.
Yeah, Urban, you talked about Cameron Johnston's 69-yard punt, and followed that. Darren Lee had the interception there. Raekwon picked up the fumble and took it. Was that really the swing point in this game as you look back on that? I mean, y'all get that touchdown just for it? Yeah, right after the punt.
Right.
Okay.
The
aggression of this defense today seemed pretty obvious.
Yeah, and once again, you just take away. Someday we will take away the big hits. But our defense, anytime, I think we scored more than one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Gave us like on a 5-yard line or something.
Right, Raekwon.
So yeah, just Raekwon scored. I think someone else brought the ball down to like the 4-yard line, and the offense punched it in, I think. So yeah, anytime we're going to be more aggressive on defense. We're tighter coverage with that. There's somewhat of a risk that we need to continue to work on because there's some isolated man-to-man coverages, but there's also more opportunity to step in front of the ball like we have.
Left, Bill.
In that regard, would you talk about the front four, especially Bosa today? It looked like you got a lot of pressure. Sometimes
I think so. It's hard for me until on Monday I'll talk to you more. I don't watch much. I hear and I think when the defense coaches come in, I'll answer that because a lot of times I don't even see it.
Far left, Doug.
Can you just talk about the game plan you guys build during the week, the play calls you make today, the way your guys execute it? It just seems like everything seems to be getting in sync with what you want to do and then the way your players are able to do it.
Well, a lot of confidence in our quarterback right now in our skill positions. I think our total yards was 250, was it?
Pretty close.
We only threw it 24 times. I want to throw more than that. But 19 to 24, no picks, and take care of the ball when they ran for. It's a very balanced offense where I'm very involved in the play calling myself and Tom, and there's a lot of opportunities to make plays because you're confident. We weren't that way in the first game because we didn't show it in practice. Now they're starting to practice that way.
Play.
Yeah, 5 games deep with a guy you didn't know you would use. I mean, shoot, use him a little bit, but I mean, he zoomed to the front of the class pretty quickly here.
Talking about JT?
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing very well. The neat thing is we can still get better. The guys playing around him are pretty good too right now. And there's a lot of confidence. When you start rotating 6 receivers in there, and they're all quality guys, that's a good sign. I mean, Our guy, JC guy, Corey Smith, made some plays for us today. Mike Thomas continued, Devin Smith, Evan Spencer. There's another one in there. So all the two H's, Jalen and Dante. So there's, we're developing depth and we're recruiting good skill right now.
You'd strive to break the offensive record every year. I mean, it was 45 last year, it was 52 this year. I mean,
It's going to get the roads getting tougher and tougher. So we're just worried about getting better this week. I can't wait. I mean, it's a bye week. I wish we were playing another one next week. Our whole team wishes we were playing. But I'm going to give him as many game reps as I can just to continue to show that maturity. You see Raekwon McMillan just getting more confidence in playing. And our return game is starting to pop a little bit now. Dante came out the other end of a punt return. So there's a lot of positives right now. Our kickoff, the game ball I know is going to, because I get to give it, it's going to be the kickoff team.
And last question, gentleman in the hat there.
You
Yep.
talked about the noon early start on the road and the precautions you took. Were there more precautions than usual, or were you more proactive than usual because it's a place you've never played before?
Exactly, and I'd say it's 50-50 when you go on the road in a new game. You have to, it's usually sometimes the middle of the first quarter before they wake up, and that other team jumps on you, also 7-0, and you're playing uphill the entire game. And we went nuts this week with that. I mean, our coaching staff, I was grinding them pretty hard Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, about a fast start.
Yep. Very good. Thank you, Coach. Hey, folks, we're going to